782-3827.
We're not talking about punching a time clock and working 9 to 5. We're talking about working around the clock, rain or shine, hot or cold, because crops and animals won't wait. Jimmy knows all about it because he lives it. And Jimmy knows what you're going through because he goes through it too. He's here to talk about it. It's seed and feed, chemicals and compost, vaccinations and irrigation. It's time for Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hey, good day to all you great stewards of the land. It is the Day in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre, Oklahoma. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty good one, and congratulations to all those folks up in northwestern Oklahoma and plus Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma Panhandle. Got a little rain shower yesterday. Pretty good amounts in certain areas. More about that coming up. Got a great show planned for today. We'll be talking about weather, of course, and what's going on with the cattle market and updates from sale barns from Texas and Oklahoma last week. Also, there's an article I wanted to talk with you guys about last part of the show, if we got time, about my favorite tractor, the John Deere 4960. Pretty good article wrote up on it. And at the end, there's a link that I can share with you guys if you want me to. There's a really good sale coming up in Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, it's got a 4855, 4960, a 4455. Really nice tractors coming up on this sale. All of them with front wheel assist, plus a 4020 with a cab on it, factory cab looks like. So anyway, interesting sale, but I'll talk with you guys about that later. First, let's check out some temperatures. My, it's been a few weeks since I've seen this. 90s in the south and 70s in the north. Pretty nice. Congratulations, folks up in northern Oklahoma on these temperatures. 81 degrees at Boise City, 79 at Buffalo, 77 at, what is that, Alva? Cherokee, 77 at Sealing, 89 at Butler, 91 at Hollis, and 95 at Granville. Out here in the Texas Panhandle, 78 degrees at Lipscomb, 82 degrees at Miami, 90 degrees at Wellington, and 94 at Odell. Pretty nice temperatures up in the northern part. Update on the rains up there. It looks like all strung across the northern part of the Texas Panhandle, all the Oklahoma Panhandle, and all northern Oklahoma. Looks like you guys got some nice rains. 1 inch at Boise City, almost an inch at Beaver, 1.64 inches at Woodward, 1.25 inches at Buffalo, 1.69 at Cherokee, and 1.2 at Fairview. And there's some gaps in there. Not everybody got that total rain. There was actually some pretty nice rain here north of Elk City, according to the Mesonet, and just some blow-up storms last night, and did some damage. A friend of mine on not only on Facebook, he's a friend of mine. They had all their fencing blown down from a downburst just, 3 miles north of Elk City here. So there's another chance for some of it today, and then I think it's going to go away for a while. So hopefully somebody gets some rain out of this deal. And thank you very much to the fire departments, Cheyenne, Sweetwater, Berlin, Raiden, anyway, west of Cheyenne last night during them storms. There's a lot of lightning with these storms. Big fire started, but looks like they got it put out pretty quick. So again, thank you again for all the volunteer fire departments for what you do. And of course, this is Monday, and there's going to probably be some more changes tomorrow. The governors and the governors and county burn ban status has changed drastically this morning. Jackson County, Tillman, Cotton, Jefferson, Love, Carter, Garvin, McLean, Cleveland, Oklahoma, Logan, Canadian, Caddo, Ouachita, Custer, and major counties, basically in central and western Oklahoma, are now under a county burn ban. Texas has been taken off the burn ban, and the county up in the Oklahoma Panhandle, and then still all the burn bans for the whole Texas Panhandle is still in effect. And, I've seen some stuff on social media about why is Beckham County or why is this county not under a burn ban. It's up to the county commissioners. The governor can do it anytime he wants, I guess, but it's up to the county commissioners. And I've seen some pretty good reasons why and why not to. But one gentleman, especially here in Beckham County, said that even under a burn ban, most of your fires are either caused by lightning, change dragon, a flat, hot bearings, blah, blah, blah. It's very rare that a fire is started by anything else, and most of your people that have common sense will not do a controlled burn on grass pasture or something like that. But so it's just one thing or another. Sometimes it causes more trouble than it's worth, and sometimes it don't. But it's up to the county commissioners, and we'll just leave it at that. It's their call. All I can tell you is with what's going on right now, you need to be careful out there with what you're doing. And especially like fence building, you guys be careful. Make sure you got a watch. And also, Beckham County District 1, is that right? Hang on here a second. I need to pass this along because it just came out this morning. Bear with me a second. I thought I had all my stuff together. Yes. Beckham County Rural Water District 1 is giving notice to all customers. The well fill has dropped drastically. The district cannot keep up with keeping the towers full. So the district is requesting immediate mandatory no outside watering of gardens, lawns, and no filling pools up. Your help will be greatly appreciated. I'm surprised it hadn't happened before this because there's a lot of wells sucking air. Some guys hauling water. Ponds are low or ponds are dried up. So, again, Beckham County Rural District number 1 is giving notice to all customers the well has dropped drastically. The district cannot keep up with keeping towers filled. The district is requesting immediate mandatory no outside watering of gardens, lawns, and no swimming pools. Nothing is said in there about cattle tanks or water tanks and stuff like that. That's why don't worry about that. It's not happening. I did report last week somebody down in Kiowa County or somewhere down in there that they've been getting phone calls or you can't even haul water to cattle. That was not true. It's more the same thing as Beckham County District 1 here. Just, hey, we got to start conserving water. So everybody, everywhere, man, just do your best part to conserve as much water as you can possibly. Okay. North Fork Electric Co-op, let me rephrase that. They had their meeting Saturday, a great turnout, over 700 people was there, and congratulations to Marisa Sides from Durham. I think she was in the swimming pool swimming over there when she heard about, they pulled her name on the John Deere Z545 Z-Track mower. So congratulations to her. I'm not sure who won the money from R&R that donated. Speaking of R&R, the Bobby Martin, head honcho there at R&R, this weekend at Sarah National was the big playoffs for see who the club championship, see who the big winners were going to be. And so last year, Bobby had made a bet with the reigning club champion, Heston Brown. for the parking. They made a side bet. So there's a parking spot there on the west side of Sarah National, the clubhouse, for the club champion. Well, Heston had shot a course record of 63 there, and both these are farm boys, by the way. And I think Bobby had shot at 88, so he made a bet with him to get 25 strokes from him for that parking spot. Well, Bobby didn't get the parking spot. So this year, and I had it wrong because I was wanting to get in on it for $50. I thought it was going to give him 27 shots for the whole thing, and it was 27 shots a day. Well, Bobby went in there Friday to play his first qualifying round because he had to be there at the North Forks business meeting there at the Sarah Park Saturday. So he shot a 47 on the front, and then on the back he shot a 35. So he redeemed himself a little bit. Well, 47 is pretty high. So Saturday I was playing with a couple of guys, and one of them was Drew Spitzer, and so 47 is pretty rough, but Drew said, "Hey, wait a minute, hold my beer. I can beat that one." He shot a 49 on the back. So anyway, I guess Bobby ended up getting the parking spot from Heston this go around. So congratulations to Bobby. He won one thing out of the whole tournament. It was a great turnout. Man, there's a lot of people starting to play golf here in the last 4 or 5 years. Farm wives, farm husbands, man, they're just it's pretty fun to watch it. A lot of ladies. There was 70 people played in that championship the whole weekend, but there was a lot of ladies and young ladies participated in the tournament this year, and it's kind of fun to watch what happens with the ladies versus the guys when they're playing golf. The ladies show up, they're worried about their makeup and how they're dressed, and I do notice that women don't pay as much attention to their putting as men do, but then the women pay more attention to the other stuff versus men too. So it's pretty fun to watch. I'm just making fun of the ladies, but anyway, it was a good turnout, and congratulations again to Heston Brown for winning the club championship. But it was fun. It was a good time. So you combine that with the North Forks business meeting and everything else. There's a lot going on this weekend around Sayre, so good times. So again, countywide burn ban. If you just joining me, our county burn bans, not wide, county burn bans have been updated, and there'll be more updates tomorrow because there'll be more county commissioner meetings tomorrow. Jackson County, Tillman, Cotton, Jefferson, Canadian, Caddo, Warsaw, Custer, Major in my listening area. You are now under county burn ban status, and all of Texas Panhandle is still under a county burn ban. Okay. Hold my beer and let's take a break. Today is the Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association happy hour. Let's take a break and be right back.
Jim is all wound up and ready to go. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
A man called the shop and asked Lyle if they fixed tractor tires out in the field. Lyle said, yes, they did. The man asked if Lyle had a 710 70R38. Lyle said, yes, they did. And Lyle asked where the tractor was. Do you know where Crawford is? The man asked. Lyle said, yeah, he knew. Can you come today? Lyle said they could, and they did, all the way from Blair to the northwest corner of Roger Mills County. Lyle Shaw at Blair Tire and Feed knows you can get tires just about anywhere. All he has to sell is service.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gredeman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies.
I was impressed that he came to my barn. That is what I like, is service. Service says a lot. I have not even been to his office. My time is very valuable to me. I'm very busy. It's a 35-minute drive from my house to Mangum. I don't want to drive down there every time I need something. That's going to kill at least 2 hours of my day, and I don't have that kind of time to spare. So when I get in business with somebody like this that gives me that kind of service, I respect the job that they're doing, and I appreciate the service that they're providing to me. I'm ecstatic. I'm very glad. It worked out like it was supposed to. You know, I don't think I could have picked a better insurance agent. My name's Bandy Silk. My family and I farm and ranch in the Delhi community. I'm a fifth-generation farmer and rancher. I'm glad I've contacted Mickey Lively for my insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Mickey Lively. I'm an insurance agent with Oklahoma Farm Bureau. My office is located in Greer County. Call me anytime at 580-782-3827.
This is the Elk City Livestock Auction Market Report for Friday, August 7th. 2,078 head were sold. 4 head of steers at $378 brought $505. 13 at $413 brought $465. 6 at $475 brought $475. 12 at $551 brought $410. 8 at $681 brought $335. 7 at $766 brought $342.50. 9 at $769 brought $340. 12 head of heifers at $427 brought $420. 4 at $469 brought $400. 5 at $483 brought $380. 7 at $490 brought $377.50. 3 at $675 brought $325. 9 at $733 brought $332.50. Butcher cows $80 to $176. Butcher bulls $170 to $236. Bred cows $1650 to $4,500. Pairs $2250 to $39.50. Elk City Livestock Auction, 3202 South Highway 6, Elk City, Oklahoma. Sale every Friday at 9 a.m. To consign, call Brandon Hickey 580-497-6095.
Now back to more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Here's your Lipscomb Dealerships Ag Weather Update for out in the Texas Panhandle, and I'm going to the King Ranch at Lipscomb. 79 degrees, humidity 67, dew point 67. The winds are out of the east at 8 with gusts up to 12. Peak wind gusts today, 25 miles an hour, 1.67 inches of rain so far in the month of August. And I'm going to say that was yesterday. No red flag minutes, 88 soil temperature, 81 degrees. Oh, congratulations to you guys out there getting a rain shower. You think, oh, really you are. Oh, you guys are funny. So one of the listeners had sent in a message to me on Messenger that he was on his way back from Chicago yesterday, and somewhere on the turnpike there around Tulsa, he had made a guy get off the highway. He was pulling some junk cars, and he had a flat tire, and it was on the rim, causing a bunch of sparks. That's what happens most of the time, not 100% of the time. Something like chain dragging, hot bearings, or just something. So please, everybody, when you're pulling a trailer or doing something, check everything, because it doesn't take much of a spark off of a chain or anything to cause a fire right now. And our fire department's still trying to fix stuff and recover from last spring. And they're doing a good job. So friendly reminder, if you get some extra money or something and you want to make a donation, your local fire departments are a good place to make donations for. It costs a lot of money to get all that equipment going, keeping it going and stuff like that. Okay, let's see what the board's doing right now. Kansas City wheat, September, 757, up 2 3/4. December's up the same, 770, up 2 3/4. Wheat out of Chicago, December, 689, down a half. Corn, December, $4.91, up 7 3/4. Soybeans, November 12.17, up 25 1/4. Soybean oil, October 71.18, up 1.99. Soybean meal, September 3/12/20, up 2. October's up 2.30 at 3/14/10. December oats 3.49, up 3 3/4. Livestock. October lives 218.55, down 32. December 218.27, down 10. Feeders for September 332.20, down 235. October 324.20, down 122. November is down 102 at 316.40. Lean hog December 72.42, down a nickel. And see what energy is doing. It's kind of where it was all last week. It's up $1.03 today for September at 83.43 last reported. So that's kind of where it was last week. No matter what you hear on the news, it's the way it goes. All right, let's see what happened with the Texas Weekly Cattle Auction Summary. Last week, 5,708 head went through the sale barns compared to 4,800 the week before and 6,400 last year. Feeder cattle made up 83% of that. Slaughter cattle made up 10%. Replacement cattle 6.9%. Compared to last week, feeder cattle markets were unevenly steady, starting out in the positive, but as the week progressed, losing momentum with CME cattle futures closing in the red. Demand was moderate to good depending on the quality of cattle. Lighter summer runs continue, but some ranchers are selling early due to drought conditions. And let's check out see what's going on with see what happened to the lightweights. Here is some weaned lightweights averaging 330 pounds. They were bringing anywhere from 545 to 6 1/4. Some heavy threes averaging 370, 488 to 570. And then we got some light four weights averaging 419, 460 to 525. Heavier four weights weighing 465, 428 to 463. And then we have some light five weights, 400 to 443. And some heavier five weights here. Let me find it real quick. 572 bringing anywhere from 355 to 416. Yep, it's down a little bit, but it's still good. All right, let's see what happened in Oklahoma. Here's your Oklahoma Weekly Cattle Auction Summary from the USDA. 21,877 went through the sale barn compared to 17,000 the week before and 25,000 last year. Feeder cattle made up 86.2% of that. Slaughter cattle made up 7.4% of it, and replacement cattle was 6.4% of it. Compared to last week, feeder steers and heifers unevenly steady. Steer calves over 450 steady, under 450 $10 to $12 higher. Heifer calves steady to $4 lower. Slaughter cattle steady to $3 lower. Slaughter bulls a buck lower. Demand ranged from moderate to very good depending on the day the cattle sold. It was a week of split demand from Monday and Tuesday sales, trending steady to higher, while Wednesday and Thursday sales were significant lower, and I think Friday was too. CME cattle futures opened sharply lower on Wednesday, putting the brakes on demand as buyers became very cautious and selective in purchasing cattle. And I think some of the with Tyson shutting down 3 plants and some other stuff going up. Later, next week, they're going to open the border back up officially 23rd or the 24th, I believe. So that's going on. So we'll see what all happens. It was down Friday, but it was still good. Let's see here. Let's check out some steer prices from Oklahoma compared to Texas a little bit. Light 317 or light 3 weights average was 317 on weight, 510 to 670, 604, almost 605 was the average, and then some fancy ones brought up to 620. Some heavy 3 weights 490 to 585. Some light 4s weighing 417, bringing 473 to 563. Heavy 4s, 481 average, 420 to 519. Some light 5 weights, 380 to 485. Heavy 5 weights were bringing 572 average weight, 370 to 459. And then 6 weights, the light 6s averaging 619 or 355 to 425. Heavy 6s, 673, 349 to $4. Still pretty good, guys. You take 673 times average of 376. That's still pretty good money. And I know we want all we can get, but hey, you didn't have your cattle there, or if you did, just get what you get. That's what it is. The market, everybody was saying the market was crashing Friday. It crashed a little, but it didn't crash. 777 weights, heavy 7s bringing up to 371. Lightweight 8s bringing up to 365. Heavy 8s bringing up to 355. And 9 weights around what did it say here? 339. So not bad. I think the middle ones are the ones taking a pretty good hit. They're Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right. Let's take another OCA break. We'll be right back.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hay wrap is what people use in their balers, the farmers, when they want to, baling up hay. It wraps it up. Is better than twine. So it's like one consistency, holds everything together, lasts longer, easier to cut off. Well, we started selling it because we got asked for it because nowhere around here to really buy it, the good kind of net wrap that we have. So we found a vendor that's good price, and now we carry it. We've got it. Camrock is right south of Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City, Oklahoma.
So that's where I think our conservative nature comes in. The way we handle our depositors' money, we don't do a lot of risk taking on that side. We like a lot of singles and doubles. Man, they are great. They add up. You can hit a home run every now and then, but man, you can strike out too trying to swing for the fence. And everybody's seen the news lately. There's been a couple banks that have gone down, and the games they played, we're not even in there. That's not something we want to do. I'm Jason Redd, and I help make the difference at First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre.
Member FDIC.
You want to start your own business and do something you love. It's exciting, but you've got a lot on your mind. Will customers buy what you're selling? What about overhead costs? Do you have the money to get started? Plenty to consider before jumping headfirst into this thing you love. It just so happens that helping people start and grow a business is something I love. I'm Kyle Killoffer at Great Plains Bank in Elk City, member FDIC. People tell me I'm a good listener. When you're ready to start your business, come tell me about it.
Every farmer and rancher knows nutrition is key when it comes to getting the best out of every animal. High Pro Feeds has built their reputation on providing the best nutrition possible. Their commitment to nutrition is unwavering. High Pro is a name you know and trust. Buy the best and get the results you deserve. Hobart Farm and Garden is your trusted High Pro Feeds dealer, providing quality feeds in bulk, bags, or sacks. Visit them online at hobartfarmandgarden.com.
Listen up. If your pivot, corner, or linear is 10 years old or pushing 10,000 hours, it's time to update your sprinkler package. New sprinklers will improve your machine's performance, conserve water, and save energy. And replacing old sprinklers may improve yields. Protect your irrigation system investment by updating your sprinkler package. Now's the time to do it. For more information on the latest sprinkler technology, contact Knutson Irrigation today. Online at KnutSonIrrigation.com.
You don't want to let your cotton set in the field day after day waiting to be gin. Now, to better serve you, the cotton farmers in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, Lone Star Gin has processed over 540,000 bales of cotton. They've got locations in Pampa, Texas, and now in Burns Flat, Oklahoma. Lone Star Gin has the ability to process over 2,400 bales per day. All they do is gin cotton. Go to LoneStarGin.com for more information, and you can find them on Facebook.
Kent Watkins here with SCI Agritech in Elk City, Oklahoma. We're excited to announce we are now a dealer for Terraplex Ag drones. These drones are American built, and of course, we have the best feed and minerals for your livestock, along with our Spiz ProGrow lawn fertilizer and pasture and range herbicides. Remember, we sell to Texas customers as well and welcome your business. Stop by or give us a call at SCI Agritech on South Randall in Elk City. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook for the latest updates and information.
Jim is all wound up and ready to go. Here comes more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's check out some ag weather. Brought to you by Lipscomb Dealerships here in Sayre, or here in Elk, and over there in Sayre. We got the Ford dealership at Sayre, Chevy, GM, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, all the above here in Elk City. Go by and visit with them, and tell them you heard about them on Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark. But I don't know. They might jack the prices up on you. Nah, just go by there and see them. They'll do you right. All right. Buffalo, 81 degrees. Feels like 84. Dew point 66. Humidity is 60. The winds are calm. 1.54 inches of rain in the last 10 days. 1.18 of that came in the last 24 hours. 3-day average, 4-inch bare soil temperature, 89 degrees. Sunset at 8:29. 93 today, 71 tonight. Folks, back to normal for August. 105 tomorrow with southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour tomorrow. And there you have it. All right, if you didn't get your newsletter from Cow-Calf Corner, some pretty interesting stuff in there this week. According to Dr. Peel, the August crop production report from the USDA included forecasts for the 2026 hay production. The hay crop runs from April to, so the total of hay supplies include May 1 carryover hay stocks plus current year production. Total U.S. May 1 hay stocks was up 19.5% year over year, but total hay production was down 9.3%. So a decrease like over 7% from last year. Let's see here. Total U.S. hay production in 2026 is expected to be down 9.3% from the 2015 to the 2024 average. So it's gonna be down quite a bit. The top 10 states for alfalfa hay production are mostly northern beef cow states or big dairy states, with the 26 alfalfa hay production down 10.4%. These states accounted for almost 60% of all the total U.S. alfalfa hay production. So, not looking good. Let's see here. According to this, a broad measure of the hay situation is the hay supply per head of cattle is, what is it here? So 1.59 tons per head. That's down last year from, which about equaled the average of the past 15 years, according to Dr. Peel. Another interesting article they had in here from Scott Clausen, Oklahoma State Northeastern Area Extension Agriculture economist. Livestock risk protection, LRP we call it, has gained popularity in the cattle community over the past several years. Hopefully this can help answer some of the fundamental questions surrounding it and break it in. So question number one, what is it? LRP is an insurance product for the USDA Risk Management Agency. Think of it as a cattle producer's version of crop insurance. I was putting it pretty plain. What does it do? LRP protects against price declines in the cattle market. Remember, guys, this LRP is not free. This product addresses price risk only. Production risk, mortality gains, blah, 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 is still with the producer. So how does it work? A producer will look at the length of coverage, 13 to 52 weeks, and the coverage price, 75 to 100%, offered that day. The producer will select the length that closely matches how long price protection is needed and a coverage price. And that's the price floor that they feel is appropriate. At the end of the insurance period, if the actual ending value is above the coverage price, no indemnity is paid. If it's below, the producer will receive a payment to offset that loss. So how is the ending value determined? The ending value is linked to the CME feeder cattle index, not the actual price that the cattle are sold for. The CME feeder cattle index is then adjusted if needed to fit the cattle that were insured based on their sex, weight, etc., which are all known up front. Fortunately, Oklahoma cattle numbers provide a sizable contribution to the CME feeder cattle index, which means our Oklahoma prices are well represented into that index. So what are the benefits versus using options or hedging? One significant benefit is being a per head product. It can be used on a variety of classes of cattle, from lightweight calves to heavier yearlings. There is also a fed cattle and unborn option. Another feature is that should prices continue to rise, a producer will still benefit from the upward price move. Lastly, the premium is paid at the end of the policy, so it will not tie up any of your operating capital. So, another question, what should someone do that is interested in implementing LRP? Gather more information, contact insurance providers that sell this product, and discuss your specific situation. Also, there's an abundance of information from co-op extension services across the country, and LRP price quotes are publicly available daily. A quick online search will satisfy those. In my discussion with the Oklahoma cattle producers, I regularly hear references to strong prices of 2014 and the decline in 2015. And oh my God, I remember that. I bought some newer cows, mamas, in 2014 that were pregnant and had the calves. And I don't even know, it paid the fuel bill. It did, but it was from what, $1,500-$1,600 down to $800 to $900 for some 5 to 7 weight steers. So it stunk pretty bad in 15. This is a tool that can prevent us from fully realizing that price risk. However, even in these record price years, we have experienced periods of retreat in the market and then have some serious negative financial impact on some ranches. LRP is the mechanism that we can use to protect equity and cash flow should the market turn temporarily or during a cycle. So there you have it. Pretty interesting stuff. I know I get people asking me that all the time. Do I understand it 100%? No, I don't. But this explained it pretty good. And so there you have it. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take an extra 2 or 3 minute early break here, brought to you by OCA. Come back and I want to talk to you about the 4960 John Deere tractor. We'll be right back.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
As a farmer a rancher, you're always looking for ways to save time and money. The Apache Hay Wagon from Everett's Welding in Visay, Oklahoma will help you do just that. The Apache Hay Wagon eliminates 80 to 90% of hay waste with its unique design. It hauls multiple bales, saving you time and money. Go by Everett's Welding today and ask to see the Apache Hay Wagon. You'll be glad you did. You can also visit them online at everettswelding.com.
Out here in Western Oklahoma, you can't settle for building something average. You need to build something that lasts for generations to come. At Cyclone Metal Buildings by Culverstone, owners Damon Culver and Terry Stone bring together the strength of the ranch and the style of the city. Custom barnuminiums that turn heads. Metal buildings built tough enough for Oklahoma, but designed to feel like home. Wide open living spaces, clean lines, and smart design. From a working shop to a high-end barndo, this is where function meets finish. When you build with Damon and Terry, you're building with guys who know this land and know how to build homes right. Every home built is more than just a project. It's personal. From Damon drawing up the blueprints to Terry making sure every last detail is absolutely perfect. Start your custom build today, designed for the way you live. Visit Culverstone Homes in Elk City and see what happens when grit meets style. Cyclone Metal Buildings by Culverstone. Built for the land, designed for the way you live.
There's this word we throw around a lot. Urgent. Urgent emails, urgent meetings, urgent everything. But when it comes to your health, urgent means something bigger, like not having to wait days or weeks for a doctor's appointment when you need care now. At Express Wellness Urgent Care, same-day scheduling is easy and walk-ins are always welcome. We're open 7 days a week right here in Elk City or at other clinics all across Oklahoma. And yes, we accept your insurance. So the next time you're sick or injured, head to Express Wellness Urgent Care.
Is your cattle mineral investment being washed away? Weather can cause conventional mineral to absorb water and blow away. Simply put, your cows probably aren't eating. That's why Purina created Wind and Rain Storm Mineral, a weatherized mineral that can stand up to the elements. Its larger particle size makes it harder to blow away and easier for water to pass through. Keep money in your pocket. Contact Farmers Union Co-op Gin, 720 South Main, Elk City, 225-0191.
Out here in Western Oklahoma, you don't need fast-talking city dealers or slow walk-in service departments when it comes to your work trucks and your family's SUVs. You just need honest folks from around here who want to be your dealer and want to take good care of your vehicles up the road. So come see us at any of our 3 Lipscomb dealerships off I-40 in Elk City and Sayre for your next new or pre-owned vehicle backed by almost 50 years of quality service. Lipscomb, locally owned, family owned since 1979.
Are you in a bind and need some cash fast? Yes Finance in Elk City loves to say yes. They can help relieve stress with a loan up to $1,300. Most loans are approved in 30 minutes or less. Yes Finance takes pride in helping you get the money you need for any occasion. Go by the office at 1414 West 3rd Street in Elk City or apply online at localloangroup.com. Again, that's localloangroup.com. At Yes Finance, they love to say yes.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Here's more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, here's your Southwestern Oklahoma Ag Weather Update brought to you by Hobart Farm and Garden. Hobart, 92 degrees, feels like 96. Dew point 67, humidity 44, the winds are out of the east at 7, 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperature 93, sunset at 8:24, 20% chance of thunderstorms today, 102 for a high, 20% chance again tonight, 75 for a low, and hot and 107 tomorrow with southwest winds. There you go. The 28th. You should do, but I've been thinking about that. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. John Deere, 4960. Fine tuned for perfection. There are certain tractors where everything seems to come together at just about the right time. The engineers have worked out most of the bugs. They had a few generations to refine things, and the finished product feels noticeably better than what came before. For a lot of Deere guys, especially the ones who like the large frame row crops, the John Deere 4960 is one of those tractors. It wasn't a completely new design, far from it. By the time the 4960 arrived, Deere spent nearly 20 years refining the basic Sound Guard formula. The 60 series tractors were the Sound Guard's last ride into the sunset before Deere brought out the 8000 series to the market. And having a little bit of experience on the 30 series and the 40 series and the 50 series, and I had none on the 55 series. The Sound Guard cab come a long way from that 4030 to the 4960, or to the 60 series. Let's do that. They just basically what it is. They just did according to what I've read about the 60 series, it just fine-tuned from the 55 series because a lot of people like that 55. One of the biggest improvements addressed sometime Deere had fought for decades was visibility. Think about nearly every big Deere that came before us. Something usually stuck through the hood directly in front of you. How about that 8430 and 8440 in that series there? There's nothing but a big old muffler in front of you. And then here come that 84 or 80, the 50 series four-wheel drive, and the muffler and exhaust was on the side. What a world of difference. Something usually stuck through the hood directly in front of the operator, whether it was an air cleaner, a muffler, or both. There was always something in the way. Then add the windshield seam and the Sound Guard cab. Basically, you had a little obstacle course between you and whatever's directly ahead of you. Farmers dealt with it because they simply how the tractors were built. Deere wasn't alone either. Plenty of other manufacturers had the same problem. However, Deere made a substantial improvement with the 60 series. Engineers moved the intake forward, brought air through the nose of the tractor. They freed up the space beneath the hood. As a result, they could tuck the muffler inside the Deere, then routed the exhaust right up the side of the cab, and suddenly it wasn't sitting directly in front of you. Cool stuff. Was it perfect? Nah. There was still a window seam, but it was dramatically better than staring around a muffler all day, definitely. And yeah, I got that seam. That seam comes in handy. I got my baler monitor. I got my electrical board now that plugs in all my spray stuff. So it's all right. It's not that bad. Of course, the exhaust arrangement created another engineering problem. Putting a hot exhaust pipe beside the cab right front fender wasn't ideal, so Deere ceramic coated the inside of the pipe, and that helped control the outside temperature and protected everything nearby. It was a small detail, but it helped make the whole arrangement work out pretty good. How about horsepower? It's got it. Visibility might have been the most obvious change, but Deere didn't stop there. Under the hood sat the familiar 466 cubic inch engine. By then, Deere had spent years developing it and refining it. The 4960 had roughly 210 PTO horsepower in stock trim. If you listen to the coffee shop farmers, though, there's plenty of stock tractors with the seal still on the fuel pump that turn 240 horsepower or better with the M&W dyno pretty regularly. The front-wheel drive assist tractors also benefited from Deere's caster action front axle system. The system allowed the front wheels to lean as the tractor turned. Consequently, the 4960 could turn surprisingly tight for its size, and impressive for a tractor with a 117-inch wheelbase. Not every improvement showed up on the spec sheet. For instance, Deere gave the 4960 better steps and a more useful handrail. They did. It works out good for me and my fat butt. Those changes made climbing the Sound Guard cab easier. The steps could also rotate for saddle tanks or different row spacings if needed. They worked well enough for the owners, retrofitted them to 1,000 older Sound Guard and new generation tractors. New style setups, steps. A 4020 is darn near a mandatory upgrade these days. Lighting. I was thinking about the storms last night. Lighting improved. Buyers could equip the tractor with substantially better work lights. Those lights provided much better coverage around the tractor at night. And I know with my lighting system, I got my tractor from Western over at Clinton, but they, I think it was part of the Snyder fleet over there east of Clinton there along I-40. And they had her set up sweet, lights at top, everything. I think they did a lot of cotton planting with this tractor here. And it's pretty sweet setup, but I've replaced some of them with LEDs, and I'm going to continue doing that. Today, that doesn't sound particularly revolutionary, because I've seen I've had to call my neighbors coming down the roads that turns on those dang lights off. Looks like a spaceship coming at me on the road. However, anybody who worked ground after dark with an older tractor understands the difference good lighting makes. Of course, Deere didn't build a perfect tractor. Moving the air intake solved the visibility problem, but it created another issue. The intake system could collect plenty of dust and crop residue. The dirty fall conditions can make the problem especially noticeable. Consequently, owners need to keep an eye on their air filter. And then you put a front end loader on that tractor like mine, and it makes it a pain in the you-know-what. I have to take the hood off of mine. It doesn't matter if I take the loader off or not. I got to take my hood off to get my air intake. So, yeah, it's a pain. There's also an interesting wrinkle with the fuel systems. When I originally wrote about these tractors a few years ago, I talked with Jeff Ball at Slabtown Tractor Repair in Lancaster, Wisconsin. Jeff has spent years working on sound guards. He's probably forgotten more about Deere power shifts than most of us will ever know. He maintains the ones to get were the early ones where they came out with mechanical pump and governor. Later tractors used electronic pumps. Plenty have lived perfectly happily lives, but failures can become very expensive real quickly. Unfortunately, I haven't found a tidy published serial number break for that change, according to him. Then there's the power shift itself. They're tough transmissions, but these tractors are now more than 30 years old. Tough doesn't mean immortal. Maintenance history matters, and a neglected transmission can turn into a very expensive project. Really, that applies to the entire tractor. At this age, I prefer more hours with maintenance records over fewer hours in a mysterious past. Deere designed these tractors to work, wear, get repaired, and go back to work. With proper care, plenty of them don't. So why do people still love that 4960? Because they're durable. That's why. The tractor arrived at an interesting point in Deere history. It represented one of the final revolution steps for a platform already understood by farmers. There weren't screens everywhere. They didn't have an enormous learning curve either. Furthermore, Deere built the tractor with the expectation that somebody would eventually fix worn components. So, and it's got plenty of horsepower, I can tell you that. No, it isn't the most versatile tractor Deere ever built. It's physically big. It has a 1,000 RPM PTO, plenty of jobs easier with something like a 4455. However, the job calls for old school big horse. 4960's got it, and it does. So there's some tractors coming up for sale this week, I think. August 20th. Yeah, coming up later there. This I wanted to tell you guys about this. The August 20th equipment auction from Hamilton Marin Auction Group, MARING Auction Group. You can Google it. Anyway, they got some good looking stuff at this auction, and I wanted to share it with you. But one of the things they've got selling, they're selling a 2010 John Deere 9770 STS, 2,145 hours on it. There's a John Deere 27-foot 680 chisel, a 280 loader that goes on one of these tractors they're selling. They got numerous grain buggies, one with an auger and the other are just grain buggies that dump from the side. And what else? Oh, a 1990 John Deere non-front wheel assist 4455 with 5,400 hours on it. Then they got a John Deere 4020 with a cab on it for 6,700 hours on it. 4850 front wheel assist, 3,897 hours on it. And then a John Deere 4955 with 5,358 hours on it. And a John Deere 4960 with a 4,780 hours on it. What a sweet looking sale. Again, Google is be on Tractor Zoom, but it is a Hamilton Marring auction group that'll be having that sale in Minnesota at 9 a.m. Central Time this coming Thursday. If you're looking, check out this equipment on it. You can tell this guy's took care of his stuff. Pretty sweet stuff going on there. You gotta like it. You gotta like it. All right. One other thing before we go, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about rattlesnakes before Brandon comes on tomorrow. But coming up in September, we got the Beckham County Free Fair coming up. So don't, if I can get it to come up. There we go. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Free Fair is coming up here in Sayre, or over there in Sayre. You got all kinds of stuff going on. It's a free fair. Check it out. And OSU Extension, Beckham County, will post that on their Facebook site. And if any of you other counties, whether it's OSU Extension, FSA, Oklahoma Conservation, anybody got anything going on they want to share, do not be bashful about sending it to me. I'll take care of you the best I can. All right, music's playing. It's The Day in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust, Elk City and Sayre, Oklahoma.